U.S. President Donald Trump ignored questions from journalists as he played a round of golf at a Scottish resort on Saturday morning. According to Associated Press, a Sky News journalist was heard asking Trump, "Mr. President, are you enjoying the Scottish hospitality? Can you escape the Jeffrey Epstein crisis?" referring to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Questions over Trump's past ties with Epstein and secret files related to him have dogged the administration despite the president being otherwise at the height of his political influence. Trump had traveled to Scotland on Friday as his family's business prepares for the August 13 opening of a new golf course in Aberdeenshire billed as the greatest 36 holes in golf. Trump will be in Scotland until Tuesday, and plans to talk trade with British Prime Minister Keir Starmer and European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen.
Leave it.
Mr. Trump, are you enjoying the Scottish hospitality? Are you enjoying the Scottish hospitality? Mr. Trump! Mr. Trump, can you escape the Jeffrey Epstein crisis?
As he departed the White House for Scotland Friday morning, President Donald Trump told reporters that a ceasefire deal between Israel and Hamas is unlikely as Hamas loses leverage in talks. With relatively few hostages left, Trump said, Hamas doesn't have any bargaining chips left to negotiate. Hamas didn't want to make a deal, Trump said. Asked about next steps, he said, I think what's going to happen is they're going to be hunted down. According to Associated Press, Trump's special envoy Steve Witkoff said Thursday the U.S. was cutting short Gaza ceasefire talks after Hamas' response showed a lack of desire to reach a truce.
Yeah, Gaza, they pulled out of Gaza. They pulled out in terms of negotiating. It was too bad. Hamas didn't really want to make a deal. I think they want to die. And it's very, very bad. And it got to be to a point where you're going to have to finish the job. They really, they asked for things. Don't forget, we got a lot of hostages out. So now we're down to the final hostages. And they know what happens after you get the final hostages. And basically because of that, they really didn't want to make a deal. I saw that. So they pulled out, and they're going to have to fight, and they're going to have to clean it up. You're going to have to get rid of it.
What's your comment on ceasefire? Have you given up on a Gaza ceasefire?
Well, the Gaza situation, and I said this was going to happen when you get down to your last 10 or 20. We got a lot of hostages out. We took them out in numbers that nobody believed, a lot of them. And I said, when you get down to 10 or 20, I don't think Hamas is going to make a deal because that means they have no protection. And basically, that's what happened. Hamas didn't want to make a deal.
Have you seen that photo?
I think what's going to happen is they're going to be hunted down.
Have you seen
secondary sanctions sooner?
Sorry, Michelle, go ahead.
President, did you speak to Netanyahu about allowing aid drops in Gaza from Arab countries?
Yeah, I speak to him, but I can't tell you what I spoke to him about. But it was sort of disappointing, although I told you. I mean, I told you, when you get down to those last 20 hostages, you get down to that last 10 or 20, it's going to be very hard for Hamas to make a deal because they lose their shield, they lose their cover. We got a lot of them out, a lot of them. We took a lot of bodies out, too. You know, so many of the parents said, please get my son's body back. And we're able to do that. We got a lot of people out, live and people that are not alive. But it was very important to the parents to get their son back, even though they knew their son was dead.
Are you going to be able to get...
allowing enough humanitarian aid
into Gaza? Do you think Israel is allowing enough
Well, they're having being blocked by a lot of people. People don't know this, and we didn't certainly get any acknowledgement or thank you, but we contributed $60 million to food and supplies and everything else. We hope the money gets there because, you know, that money gets taken, the food gets taken. We're going to do more, but we gave a lot of money. We gave a majority of the money, and the sad part is that no other country other than us gives anything.
A day of mourning was held in the Amur region of Russia, Friday, following a plane crash which killed 49 people including 5 children. According to Associated Press, mourners laid flowers, candles and soft toys at memorial sites in Tinda, the flight's destination. Investigators are still working at the crash scene on a hillside south of Tinda. According to Dmitry Yedrov, the head of Russian state aviation agency, Rosaviatsia, the flight recorders have been found and will be taken to Moscow for decoding. The plane had departed from Khabarovsk before making its way to Blagoveshchensk on the Russian-Chinese border and onwards to Tinda when it disappeared from radar.
Бортовые самописцы найдены. Планируем оперативно работать со Следственным комитетом для доставки их в Москву и уже на следующей неделе провести частичную расшифровку бортовых самописцев. Вторая задача Росавиации совместно с Ространснадзором — это будет проверка деятельности авиакомпаний на предмет выполнения федеральных авиационных правил и принятие последующих решений в отношении деятельности данной авиакомпании.
Проводится осмотр места происшествия, фиксируются следы, изымаются останки, элементы воздушного судна, представляющие следственный интерес. Расследование уголовного дела продолжается.